Hi everybody, this is my first official video as a 22-year-old artist who's had some experience now. So this video is about my art career plan. So I've had some experience, I have a plan now, and I'm putting my experience and plan and seeing what I will move to for the future. And I want to share it with you guys so you guys can have an example to make your own plan, and if my experience helps you guys out as well with just any of your art career endeavors. If you've seen my reels, or if you came from any of my other social media accounts, you will see the kind of art I make is kind of creepy, kind of scary, kind of dark. If you are new to this, then now you know. Also, I've seen many art career plan videos so much on YouTube. All of them, I'm not trying to say everyone's the same, but a lot of them have the same style, like really cutesy. I like the style, cutesy little characters, stickers and stuff like that. I always, as a darker horror artist, wanted to find a YouTuber who made art kind of like I did, that's just not widely accepted and widely enjoyed as easily as the other creators on YouTube's art was. I couldn't find any, so I'm gonna make my own because I took what they made in their YouTube videos and from just my own experience around my own local hometown in Denver, Colorado, to make my own plan, and I finally think I'm ready to share that with everybody. The main sections of this video are going to be the income revenues that I have set up and planned for and have had experience in. But the important thing is it's not about the money for me, though everyone needs to live. I can't make art if I'm broke, have no home, can't pay for supplies, so like everyone needs money. So I do have a regular job, and my plan, I'm hopefully will have to start, oh, now part-time, now this, and now completely gone, and I work for myself for art completely. That's how my plan will phase out. To me, it's about, I'm looking at my computer for these notes. Oh yeah, these income streams, yeah, they're a way for me to gain money to live a comfortable lifestyle, but it's also for me to share my art around the world. And the biggest thing, it's not numbers like likes and views on social media, it's not numbers and money wise, it is people's thoughts about my art, the comments, what people say, what people think. That's all I want as an artist, is just people's thoughts on my art, good and bad. And I'm sure that's what every other artist wants as well, just feedback. Everyone loves feedback on their art because it's like, hey, I made something cool, what do you think? That's every time I finish something, I show my family, what do you guys think? I'm so excited. I'm not asking them for money to look at it. So that's what motivates me, because I think my art is really cool, and why keep it to myself? I should share it with other people because I know they will think it's cool. Because if I don't know if you guys know Dusty Ray or Sloppy Jack's art, his stuff is amazing, and if he kept that to himself, then we would all miss out on some great art. Just like anybody who has a creative idea and they kept it to themselves, we miss out. Okay, starting into the income revenue sections, my first one is art markets during the summer. I live in Colorado, so I can't do art markets all through winter. It's a summer thing for me because it's cold outside, and nobody also likes to travel in the winter. I barely even like to go to work when there's a winter storm, but we do it here in Colorado, and I'm sure up north. Outdoor markets are face-to-face interaction with customers to see my art and to talk about it and then to purchase it. I mostly sell just my prints and stickers at these shops, and small originals. And by small originals, I mean like tiny, like this size canvas, because it takes me 3 hours to finish one of these. So that's like around $40. I don't take these big ones with me. I can't. It's just unpractical. I've tried it once and they've blown all over the place onto the floor, and it hurts my heart to see my art fall onto the floor. So I'm not doing that again. Now, it's a small income source for me at the moment because I only had experience with going to some small free vendor events where I didn't have to pay a fee as a vendor to be there, but that also meant the crowd was small. It was like a first time show at a bar, and it's the first time they're doing like a little event. So that's the exchange. You can come for free, hopefully you can sell something. Now, there's one event I did at the end of the summer. I paid a $100 vendor fee and I made about $300 at that art market. So this summer, I've signed up for about 10 of them, and it was a lot of money. Thankfully, I have a job where I have extra money now, and I'm just kind of in a place where I can spend any extra money on my art career, and I'm doing it in deposits. I couldn't pay it all up front. So hopefully that money comes back to me, and then I do, savings and art business and pay myself, like a real business would. So how I found these art markets were, when I first was making my art, I did not want to do art markets. I didn't think it was cool. And then I met someone who makes really cool necklaces with mouse bones. And she tells me she goes to art markets and sells them all the time. She now does the little free ones though. And I said, well, I know there's bigger ones. And when I did my first free art market, I sold something. It was really exciting to actually sell a piece of my art, and I haven't done that in a while. So I was trying to figure out, okay, where do I find more vendor events? Just Googling anything, I eventually found what they call Colorado events, and they do a lot of big events you can apply for vendor fees for. You can also you just gotta look. You just gotta look on the internet and everything in your local area. Is usually where I'm starting out. I'm looking in my local area. I can't go out and about now. It's really hard. There's no set website where they have all the markets in the entire world to sign up for country by country. No one's spending their time doing that. So you got to do it yourself as an artist. So the second income revenue is exhibitions or gallery showings. This is not where I'm paying a gallery to hold my art and hopefully I get money back and they take commission. These exhibitions are themed shows. So I will look up, I look for call for arts on my art districts around my local area. I look on their websites, on Instagram, and I also look on this thing called Cafe. I'm sure there's more websites where you can look for call for arts. A lot of people do it, and that's where you can apply your painting that you've already made to a show that has a theme that's kind of like your painting that you already have, or you can apply to a show in advance and make a painting to that theme that you think you can make a good painting for that theme. I like doing these exhibitions because it's a show for about a month. You have an opening reception, you show it off, you talk to people, and then hopefully your painting gets sold. But this is where you can sell, like I said, bigger paintings, more detailed. It's not more of a shop experience. You get to walk around, look at other people's art, and talk about your art a little more in depth. It's a little more fancy ever so often. So this summer and this year, I probably will try to do some over the winter, but won't be a lot over the winter in Colorado. But this summer I've signed up for some more, and I've had experience with one. My first gallery exhibition was in March for Women's History Month, and my painting actually sold, and it was a wonderful experience to walk in. All the paintings were made by women, and just to walk in and see a bunch of people. I thought the outcome was way more than I expected, and how everyone just got to talk about these art pieces, and I honestly thought mine wasn't going to get sold because it was the only kind of creepy, dark one there. As you can imagine, a lot of the paintings were like pink and purple and blue, kind of lighter colors. And when I gave my painting to the curator, she was like, oh, this is like the first really only dark one we have. And I was like, oh, cool. If you look at my reels, I actually have that posted on my reels, the gallery experience. My plan for more exhibitions is to travel around the world and do that, to sign up for a call for art in Paris and fly over to Paris and show my art, and hopefully just get bigger shows where I can price my paintings higher. The painting I sold at my first gallery was $80, and that was actually a pretty tiny painting size. If I could sell like some of these in the back here for almost $1,000, that I mean, like I said, it's not the money, but I think it would be exciting to get some real art lovers to view, like collectors to view my art. Just look for art districts and galleries in your local area and see for call for arts. Never pay a gallery to hold your art, and hopefully the commissions, if you sell your painting at this exhibition, hopefully the commission is low. that they take from you is low, because it sucks when you have a $100 painting and they take 50 of it and you get $50. Third one is my online shop. Now that's something I'm not going to spend too much energy on. I will probably update it every now and then, because it's also going to be products that I sell at my art markets. The shop experience online, it's very oversaturated. I don't think I need to make a whole beautiful shop, because it's an oversaturated market. My only income from my shop will be from me posting on the internet, and then them coming to my shop to buy something. So like on Etsy, I'm just not getting searches. My art is too niche, too different. It's just not gonna show on Etsy, so I have to go on social media. Okay, this might be my favorite income revenue source, which is Patreon. I know a lot of artists have Patreon, and it is an amazing thing that they made. To me, it's exciting, because if I can spend most of my month, that's kind of what I want to do, spend most of my month working on my Patreon perks and benefits to my Patreon members. That's exciting to me, because it feels like gift giving. If I'm working on this cool sticker and I'm gonna send it out to my Patreon members, that's exciting. It's different. It feels like gift giving more than a shop where I make something and hope someone likes it and buys it. When I know my Patreon members are subscribed to my work to get prints and stickers and exclusive content from me, it's a more in-depth fan base. It's working with people who love my art as much as I do and will cherish my art as much as I do, and that's the exciting part about Patreon. I have launched my Patreon finally. I only have 3 tiers. I'm working on them. I want feedback from you guys. I posted a video about it, but no one's commented on it, because Patreon's kind of boring in the sense of looking at the nitty-gritty. But if you guys want to subscribe to my Patreon, please let me know what you think I could do, and I can edit the tiers, because I don't want to give something nobody actually really wants. And I want to give something people do want, and I want to, work it out. So if you look at my Patreon, please just let me know what you guys think I should change or add or keep. Also, Patreon is a monthly subscription, so it's a more stable thing for artists, unlike art markets where you never know if you can't just even make it to do the show, or if just bad day and the show's canceled. It's a little different than the exhibitions, because you never know if you're going to get approved for an exhibition or if your painting's ever going to sell. And the online shop is kind of a little more stable, but it fluctuates. People are not always buying. People are not always seeing your stuff if you post it on social media. But Patreon is a really good benefit for both parties, for the creator to always have something to do and people to talk to about their art, and for the subscriber to, sometimes they forget about the artist, and then they're like, oh, look it, my stickers came in, oh, I love it, awesome. Because I know as an artist, I forget about, on social media, I follow so many people I love, and I forget about their content, because the social media is not pushing it out. So social media is not pushing it out, and then finally I see something they made, and I look on their account, and they've been posting for months, and I haven't seen anything. So I think Patreon is a really good thing for artists, and really loyal fans who love the art, who want to continue to see it. Okay, social media is another revenue income source, but as I've seen from a lot of other people's videos, you can't live off of just getting paid off of social media. I'm gonna post on social media anyway, so if they pay me to post, what's the harm in that? Wholesale is another option I want to get into that's in line with my shop and art markets. Wholesale is when you send a whole bunch of stickers to another shop and they sell it for you. Just like if you're buying something at Target, they're getting a whole bunch of products wholesale and they put it out for you. I will only apply for wholesale places after this summer's art market and art shop, the data from selling my stickers and stuff, so I can present it to the stores to let them know, like, hey, my stuff actually sells, can you buy it please? I already have a list of places I would like to sell my stickers and stuff in locally here in Colorado for now. It's not a lot because my stuff it's not for Target. Okay, last theme, and I'm really iffy about it. I don't even know if I want to do it, and I know a lot of artists hate doing it too. Commissions. Yeah, commissions. Oh, I don't even know how people survive off of commissions. They're so unstable. You never know if the client you're working with will just ghost you, like how that happened to me. I was working on a 3-piece painting. I made one so far. They paid me a little bit for one. I made one and I sent them a picture like, hey, this is the final outcome. What do you think? Ghosted me for over a year. And they recently have just reached out to me like, hey, how's it going? I want to talk about my commission. What commission? It's been over a year. I can't rely on you. You can get your painting, the one I made, and that's it. There's no more. I'm not working with you anymore. That's a big reason why people don't want to do commissions, because the clientele is unstable. You just never know when if someone's just going through something and they can't continue the commission anymore. But that also affects the artist, because what if that's all they were relying on was a really big commission? So I don't know how much commissions I will do in the future. I don't want to spend a lot of time on what ifs, and it's a very big risk factor for artists. I'm sure you guys know. The other half of it is, what if they don't like the painting you made? You don't really get to paint what you want, and I have anxiety, like, oh my God, did they like it? But if someone bought something I already made, I know they like it, So commissions are scary, and I will kind of do those. If I do, I will definitely have a contract drawn up next time. All right, time for my outro. After I have gained stability and all of those revenue sources where I can work full-time on my art, I don't have another job, and I can give all my energy into my art, and I have my, pay my bills, live comfortably, I would like to expand to other states, doing markets and exhibitions there. I would, and countries as well. I would like to traveling is something that's dear to me. I traveled a lot when I was in high school, and my life was a little bit easier. And I would like to do it again, because I want to see the planet for what it is. And I think it would inspire a lot of my art over the years if I traveled to, Japan, and then I came back and my art is kind of Japan horror styled for the year, and then another, I don't know, I think it's exciting. A second form of expression I also want to get into is film. I like telling stories, but my biggest reason why I want to get into film is to make my creepy creatures come to life with CGI. When I have enough money, I can buy a nice desktop and a nice CGI software, and I can, and if I have enough time working full-time as my art, which I will, I'll have enough time to actually learn CGI and create my creatures on there and bring them to life as close as I possibly can with film, and hopefully make short films and post them on YouTube, and submit them for festivals and stuff, and hopefully expand that way in the film industry. Yeah, telling stories is cool, but I just want to make my cool creature and have them, tearing up a human or something. I think it's cool. That's the kind of art I make. So that is my career plan, and a little bit into the future of after my plan works out, when my plan works out. This year is going to be a good year. I'm going to document all of the stuff I do this year, the markets, the YouTube, the Patreon, the shop, and I'm going to document it this summer, and by the end of the year I want to see where I'm at as an artist, how much I made last year. I'll share that with you guys, how much I made, and for next year, what can I do to improve, do more art markets, do more shows. Can I quit my job? Probably not. Hopefully I can quit my full-time job. Well, if I have enough Patreon members, I can definitely quit my job by the end of the year. Patreon's the biggest stable income factor that will allow me to do what I want. And I just think it would be so cool to just make custom cute little gifts and mail them out to people. Thank you for watching. This is my first video, and I hopefully as the months go by and I get better at this kind of stuff, subscribe, check out my other social media accounts and my Patreon. I'll hopefully be posting YouTube maybe twice a month, or just kind of like monthly vlogs of what I've done that month art wise. I'll always be posting reels and stuff, or just little art projects. I have sketchbooks I just work on and paintings as well, so I'll always be posting that way if it's not a long YouTube video. Okay, now I gotta edit all of this and I don't even know how I'm gonna edit all of this, so thanks for watching.